Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Economic Interpretation. Today, we are going to discuss 25th June 2021 daily current affairs, and you can join our Telegram channel to download the PDF of this lecture. So, it starts with our first question of 25th June 2021 daily current affairs, and our first question: which country won or crowned first ICC World Test Championship? So, last day, New Zealand won the first ICC Test Championship, and New Zealand beat India in this match, and New Zealand chased down 139 runs to win this match, and uh, and in this entire series, Kale Jamieson, player of the New Zealand, adjusted as the player of the match. So Kale Jamieson became the player of the match, and Kane Williamson is the player of the series. And the first Test championship began 2019 and it ended 2021. And top three teams in this tournament: New Zealand, second India, and third Australia. And this final match uh, held in Agnes Bowl Stadium, also known as the Ross Bowl Stadium, which is located in Southampton in England. And the next championship will be held between 2021-23. Now go to our next question. Moody's revised India's GDP growth rate how much percent? So recently, last few days ago, Moody's announced a growth rate of India, which is India's growth rate of GDP, which is 13.9%, but recently Moody's revised India's GDP growth to 9.6%. So first they estimated it 13.9, and now they are saying that it not 13.9, it 9.6. So there is a decrease in estimate value because the second wave of COVID-19, and the second wave of COVID-19 actually affect Indian economy too much. That's why they think that GDP growth may be decreased to 9.6% in next financial year. So Moody's Investor Service has slashed India's growth projection to 9.6% for 2021 calendar year, and earlier estimated then 13.9%. And they also predict that for the calendar year 2022 the GDP growth is maybe 7%, and economic shock from COVID-19 wave will not be severe as last year's. And Moody's also said that the effect of COVID-19 second wave in the Indian economy may be realized in April and May. Now go to our next question. In which state first planned world first genetically modified rubber plant? So recently in Assam, world first genetically modified plant rubber tree planted. And in Assam, the world first genetically modified rubber tree planted has been planted by rubber board. And and this rubber board farm is located in Sarutri near Guwahati. And the and the plant was developed by the Rubber Research Institute of India, RRII, which is located in Puthuppaya, Kottayam, Kerala. So the first ever genetically modified rubber plant developed in Kerala, and the governor of Assam, Jagdish Mukhai, and the chief minister, Hemant Biswa Sarma. Now go to our next question. Which corporation wins recognition of the India's best employers among the National Builders 2021? So recently, which corporation won the award India's best employers? The correct answer, NTPC. The full form of NTPC, National Thermal Power Corporation, and which is an Indian government electricity board which engage in the business of generation of electricity and different activities. And for the first time, NTPC won this award, and it also recognized as the Great Place to Work for the 15th straight year by the Great Place to Work by the institute, and it also ranked at the 38th position and in this year, and it ranked 47 in last year. Now go to our next question. Which bank launched Pay Your Contact service? So recently, Kotak Bank launched Pay Your Contact service, and by this new feature, all customer of Kotak Bank able to send money across the through contacts, and all payments app simply by beneficiary mobile numbers. And this service available in mobile banking app and also UPI service. United UPI full from Unified Payment Interface. Now, Kotak Mahindra Bank established in 2003 and which headquarter located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and his MD or CEO Uday Kotak, and its tagline "Let's make money simple" is the tagline of Kotak Bank. Now go to our next question. Recently, India released the theme song "Laksa Tera Samne Hai." It is related to which event? So recently, in last days actually, "Laksa Tera Saath Hai," Samne Hai song is released, and it's related to Olympic, and Mohit Chauhan who composed this song, and Olympic 2021 open in July 23, and over 100 Indian athletes have qualified for this game, and Indian Olympic Association President Narayana Ramachandran, and it's founded 1927. Now go to our next question. Who released the book My Joys and Sorrows as a Mother of Special Child? So recently Harshavardhan released the book named My Joy and Sorrows as a Mother of Special Child, and this book is written by Krishna Saxena. So Krishna Saxena write this book My Joys and Sorrows as a Mother of Special Child, and this book is published by Harshavardhan. And this book is related to epitome of bravery and endurance of a mother in the best tradition of Indian motherhood. Our next question: SBI General Insurance tie up with which bank for bank assurance? So recently, SBI General Insurance tie up with IDFC First Bank for bank assurance, and this is mean collaboration of two institution or a company, and with whom one is company and one is bank. So bank assurance is collaboration between two institute. In one is a bank and one is insurance company, and this will benefit the bank too as it gets commission amount from the insurance company. And IDFC First Bank establishment 2018, and its MD and CEO V Vidyanathan, and IDFC First Bank headquarters located in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and SBI MD and CEO Prakash Chandra Kandapal, and its headquarters located in Mumbai, Maharashtra also, and SBI General Insurance tagline Suraksa or Bharosa Dono. It's the tagline of SBI General Insurance. Now go to our next question. Will autography released by which actor? So recently, American actor Will Smith released his autobiography named Will, and this book is published 9th November 9, and the Penguin Press released this book. And Smith is co-writing the book with the author Mark Manson. So Smith is co-writing this book, and the actual author of this book is Mark Manson. And the cover is designed by the New Orleans artist Brandon B. Mike Adams. And Smith will also narrate this book like a audio book from the Penguin Random House Audio. Will is an American actor, and he is a rap and film producer also. Smith has been nominated for 5 Golden Global Award and 2 Academic Award, and has won 4 Grammy Awards. Now go to our next question. Which state government electrically launched agriculture diversification scheme? So recently, Gujarat government electrically launched, mean virtually launched this agriculture diversification scheme, and by this scheme 1.2 lakh farmers from 14 tribal districts in Gujarat benefited. And Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani has virtually launched this agriculture diversification scheme 2021, and the aim of making this agriculture sustainable and profitable, the tribal access the state. So this scheme is mainly launched to make more profitable the tribal agriculture. And Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani and Gujarat Governor Acharya Devrat. Now go to our next question. Which Indian tops inaugural list of top philanthropist of this century. So Jamsetji Tata tops inaugural list of top philanthropists of this century. And Jamsetji Tata, an Indian pioneer of the Tata Group, he also established Tata Group, has topped in this list. And this list is world 50 most generous individual in this last century. And he is the only Indian among the in top 10, compiled by Hurun Research and Edelgift Foundation. So, Hurun Research and Edelgift Foundation make this list. And as per this report, the total donation made by the Mumbai-based Jamsetji Tata is estimated 102.4 US dollar billion. And Azim Premji, former chairman of Wipro, is also in this list in top 50, and he is ranked 12th position. And Bill Gates and Melinda French Gates, ranked second, will donate donation with 74.6 billion dollars, and they are followed by Henry Wellcome, who is donate 56.7 billion, and Howard, he donate 38.6 billion, and Warren Buffett also donate 37.4 billion respectively. And this rank is made by individual, have been ranked based on their total philanthropic value. So this rank is made by philanthropic value, which is calculated the value of their total asset donation. Now go to our next question. Government of India has announced to sell how much percentage of stake of Central Bank of India and Indian Overseas Bank. So recently, in last year, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has announced to privatization of the two public sector banks and insurance company in the budget of the financial year 2021-22, and government has set up of targeting to raise 1.75 lakh. So government estimate they can earn 1.75 lakh by just privatizing those two banks. And for that, government has announced to sell 51% of the stake of the Central Bank of India and Indian Overseas Bank. And after that, announced 20% value of the stocks increases in stock market of these two banks, Central Bank of India and Indian Overseas Bank. And by this announce, Indian Overseas Bank stock price increases from 19.85 to 23.60, and Central Bank stock price climbed 19.80% from this 20 to 24.20. Our next question: which state government will give cash initiative to the parents having highest number of children? So recently, Mizoram government announced that they will give cash initiative to parents for highest number of children. And and Mizoram Sports Minister Robert Romia on Father's Day make this announcement. And for the decreasing growth rate of the Mizo population, the concern is become serious, and that's why the Mizoram government announced these types of initiative to increase the growth rate of the population. And capital of Mizoram is Aizawl. Governor of the Mizoram PS Sridharan Pillai. Governor PS Sridharan Pillai, and population 11.2 lakh according to 2014 World Bank data. And Chief Minister Joramthanga. Now go to our next question. Recently, India has signed MoU with which country for environmental cooperation? So recently, India signed MoU with Bhutan related to environment concern, and the MoU was signed virtually by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change Prakash Lavadekar from the Indian side, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Chairperson of the National Environment Commission, Lonpo, Dr. Tandy Dorji from the Bhutan side. And MoU stands for Memorandum of Understanding, which is a formal assignment between the two or more parties. And MoU is not a legally binding, but it's carry a degree of seriousness and mutual respect, and stronger than gentleman's agreement. And capital of Bhutan Thimphu, and its population 7.63 lakh according to 2019 World Bank data, and its prime minister Lotai Thressing. Now go to our next question. Airtel has partnership with which company to establish 5G network? So recently Airtel tie up with Tata TCS for developing or establish 5G network in the India, and CEO of Airtel is Gopal Vittal. He is appointed as 1st March 2013 and headquarter located in Airtel, Bharati Airtel in New Delhi, and founder Sunil Bharati Mitra is the founder of this Airtel Corporation, and Tata CEO Gopal Vittal, CEO Gunter Baschek. He is appointed at 15 February 2016 and its parent organization Tata Group and headquarter located in Mumbai. And the announcement is made to indigenous of 5G solution in India as the world's second largest telecom market. As India is the world second largest telecom market, so Airtel and Tata want to develop a technology that's captured the Indian market by this 5G technique. And this fifth generation mobile network that would enable connecting virtually everything together, including the machines, object, and device, and ultra high speeds. Our next question: which state government has launched 4 years policy for electronic vehicle? So recently, Gujarat government launched a 4 years policy for electronic vehicle, and with the aim of this project, Gujarat government witnessed 2 lakh electric vehicle on the roads in Gujarat in next 4 years. So they have planned to include 2 lakh electric vehicle in their states in next 4 years. And Gujarat Chief Minister Vijay Rupani on Tuesday released this e-vehicle policy and Gujarat Electric Vehicle Policy 2021 for the state. The CM announced, and the policy aimed to make Gujarat a hub for e-vehicle and various material related to it and infrastructure for the new. And by this project also 250 new charging station come up in the state, and e-vehicle registered at Gujarat RTO will be exempted for the registration fee and double the amount of the subsidy than any other state for the e-vehicle on per kilometer. And that's for today. If you like this video, you can like, share, and subscribe our channel, and you can also download the Telegram PDF of this video by joining our Telegram channel. Thank you.